Hello, hello. Whiskey Cactus here. Back with more Tales of Xillia. Let's jump into it. We got stuff to do. I actually did not. What did I not do? I did the Lilium Orb stuff off screen. I said I was going to do that. I did not do something else. There was something else I didn't do. Was it expand the shops? It was expand the shops. Not sure why I didn't. I don't remember. I had other things I needed to do, I guess. Maybe that was it. But let's go ahead and do that now. Because we can. Boom. Still struggling a bit with TV connectivity stuff. Hold on. Was it for a quest? Was there a quest I needed to do? So it was Navi Metal, wasn't it? I think I was holding off on expanding stuff until we got Navi Metal. Alright. Well, we can hold off on that. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah, I'm still having issues with my TV. It's not my TV. I think it's my PS3 red, yellow, white connector. I think that's what's on the fritz. It's been on the fritz for years. And even back when I was doing YouTube, I would struggle prior to a recording session. I think it was specifically when I was doing Xillia 2 is when I really noticed it, because I haven't played much on my PS3. I only have like 4 PS3 games. Xillia 2, Grace's F, and Original Nier. That's it. That's about it. So we're going to Helioborg. Let's go to Helioborg. Yeah, but I would have to, like, unplug, plug it back in, unplug, plug it back in, unplug, plug it back in, just to try to get it to work, where it wasn't, like, fritzing out. And I think it is kind of doing that again. I have a different, red, yellow, white to HDMI converter. I have a different one than the one that I used originally. That's not what I wanted. No, stop it. Jesus. There you go. Did that just miss? Did that miss? Really? I guess so. Yeah, I have a new one. So I thought, okay, well, if I'm gonna start streaming and I'm gonna start doing stuff from my PS3 again, entirely possible, and it turns out that's what I'm doing now. Let me make sure that I don't have that issue anymore. And so I replaced my cable to HDMI converter. And that's what I used when we played Symphonia. I used that with my GameCube. And I didn't have any issues that I can remember. I'm pretty sure I didn't have any issues. I don't remember any issues in the Symphonia streams. I do remember having issues what? There we go. Oh, I did that the first time. I must not have been holding down the button hard enough. I don't know. Whatever. I had issues every time I did recordings from the PS3. And I'm trying to remember. I haven't done any other red, yellow, white stuff on stream. I don't think. It was just Symphonia, because it was not Abyss. Abyss I played on the PC. And every other game I've played has been either PS5 or Switch or PS4. I think so. It's been all HDMI. Yeah, so I think it's the PS3. I think it's the PS3
It's like a city in and of itself.
red, yellow, and white cables that are the problem. Seems that way. I'm pretty sure we're going to turn the lights on in here eventually, because this is crazy. I can't see a goddamn thing. I cannot see a goddamn thing. And my TV brightness is like up to max. Mostly because of this game. Felgana Mine. A couple other places that are like just really, really dark. I've always felt that this game, and I guess by extension, maybe it's just the maybe it's just the PS3, but I've always felt that this game was just always really dark. Even in like really bright areas, it just felt like there was this like film of darkness over it, and I just mean like TV screen brightness wise. I don't know. It always just felt like it had a lot of dark tone to it. And maybe that's just PS3 games in general. Or maybe my audio-visual stuff has always been shitty. I don't know. That could definitely be it. What do we got here? We have Agility 3, we have Dex 2, we have, what's this? Psyche 2, Intelligence 2, and this is probably going to be Strength, right? Yeah, Strength 2. Vitality. Alright, so I think we go Strength. I think that makes the most sense. So I'm just going by the map here because I kind of have to.
When did my hands get so covered with blisters and scars?
Ah, that's quite a layer of calluses forming around your knuckles.
Yeah, probably from all the people I
What a line.
Didn't you want to be a doctor? That's kind of ironic. Do you regret this?
No, these calluses are proof that I'm striving to do the things I need to do.
That's the spirit. They prove you're no quitter.
A man's hands always reflect the path he's walked in life. You have the hands of a true man.
Your calluses are the coolest. I'm going to keep fighting until I have calluses too.
Maybe don't.
Thanks. You guys are the best.
maybe don't. Oh, there's some brightness. Now I can see things. I don't know what changed, other than the skit. Maybe the skit triggered something, like, just internally. I don't know. Maybe the game was not... I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? All I know is I can't really stream from PS3s anymore. It's just so hard. Like, I can play my PS3 without a problem because I'll use the HDMI, but I can't stream with the HDMI.
This place seems deserted. Do you know where everyone went?
Some people got out early. I don't know about the rest. It was pretty chaotic.
Did you see the attackers?
The soldiers hit us like a wave. They were led by some guy with a giant sword and a flying woman.
Sounds like Guy has a muse.
Well, that settles it.
That it does.
They told us they'd destroy every last Spyrix, then they ordered us to retreat.
Sounds like something he'd say.
Wait. He can't be.
He can't be
Gaius
what?
Must be planning to eliminate every Spyrix in the entire world.
Just to stop the Otherworld reactor plan? Isn't that a bit extreme?
No, it's a sound plan. Olympias' situation won't change as long as it has access to Spyrix. Even if the current plan is halted, someone else will eventually come up with something similar.
By eliminating Spyrix, Gaius is going right to the heart of the two-world problem.
Sounds like a lot of work. But if Gaius is anything, he's determined. Damn it. That puts Balin in danger.
Excuse me. Do you know anything about someone named Balin? He's a Spyrix engineer.
You might find him over in the Spyrite Research Wing.
The Spyrite Research Wing,
Officially,
huh?
It's called the Military Research Wing, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. Those freaks are probably still wreaking havoc over there.
Great. What's up, Alvin?
I'm sure he's okay.
Don't worry about me. You just worry about Gaius.
Yeah, but still...
You already have enough on your plate. Your job is to keep moving forward, remember?
Right.
We don't have time to worry right now. The sappy stuff will have to wait.
All right, thanks.
So where's this military research wing anyway?
Just ahead. If it's still standing.
Well, that's ominous. Well, that's ominous.
You too.
It's a little bit ominous. So I really have to think about what's going to be coming next.
You sure you're gonna be okay?
Save it. I'm fine.
I was, obviously, a few streams ago, the main thing that I was considering was Fire Emblem Engage. I have since played Fire Emblem Engage on my own, and I didn't really think it was that great. If I'm being honest, I'm not gonna get into details, but it was not, I didn't really like it that much, if I'm being honest. So Hero's Hat is gonna do, what's that gonna do? It has a big A-def increase. It is a fairly hefty P-def decrease, so I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, it really wasn't my jam. I could see myself streaming it some other time in the future. But I am not really in a hurry to play it again. Just don't really, I don't know. It was fine. But if I could just do the battles one right after another without all the other stuff in between, that'd be different, but the stuff in between was really, really bad. So I'm not. Oh my god, Harold Mask. Liberators of Fate. Harold Mask. I feel like I should know what that's in reference to, but I don't. Wonder if that's a Tales game that never quite made it over here. But yeah, so I'm not really eager to jump into Fire Emblem Engage. So what that means is I'm probably going to end up sticking with the plan I had a while ago, which was... Wait. There we go. Which was to do Majora's Mask. Zelda Majora's Mask. But that is also... That's a game that's fairly short. Right? So that's not going to be a super long series. So I have to think about what I'm going to do after that also. One of the things I have been looking into is the possibility of emulating 3DS. I think I have a way to do that. I have to figure out how best to display it because of the double screens, and that I don't quite know how I'm gonna do. I have ideas, but I have to see what my options are and what I can really, actually do. And how it's gonna look. Is it gonna look good? Is it gonna look shit? I don't know. We'll have to, kind of have to tinker with that. And that's kind of what I'm gonna probably do Majora's Mask first, so that I can buy some time to really figure that out. One of the things I would like to do is Fire Emblem Awakening. I think Fire Emblem Awakening would be a really interesting idea, because it's a game I really have enjoyed. I've only played it the once, but I really liked it, and I do want to play it again. I would like to play it again. Jesus Christ. I am not a big fan of handhelds, which is funny because I love Pokemon. But, Pokemon has historically been one of the very few games I actually stick with on handheld, and I think it's just because they're really short games, and I don't have to play them for very long. can knock them out in like a week. And so it's not like I'm playing a handheld game for 40 plus hours. I just find it very difficult to stick with handheld games. I really, really prefer to sit on my couch and be in front of a TV and do stuff that way. So, like, the idea of getting out my 3DS and playing Fire Emblem Awakening again doesn't really appeal to me, because I don't really want to get out my 3DS again. You know what I mean? What I would really love is for a lot of those 3DS games to be ported to the Switch. I don't know how realistic that is. I don't know what kind of a timeline that would be. I feel like that would take a long time, and it wouldn't happen for quite a while. I really do want to play Fire Emblem Awakening again, and I feel like that would be a fun game to stream. I would definitely do some prep ahead of time, just to kind of get an idea of who I'm going to use and what class builds I'm going to try to do for them, and what how I want to build the child characters and all of that. I would probably get a plan together for that, and then we would just kind of rock out with it. I think that would be a really cool thing to do. I just need to make sure that I can do it well with the emulator, and make sure that the two screens can show up, and that it's not like a whole bunch of empty space on the screen, you know, like for the layout. And I'm not going to do like custom graphics, because fuck actually putting effort into this. But, you know, I obviously I want to make sure it looks good. So I want to tinker around with that. So my thought is, tentatively, that I'm probably going to shoot for Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask next, after we're done Xillia. That shouldn't take too long. And then from there, ideally, we would do Fire Emblem Awakening. I think that would be something that would be cool to do. I do have some other ideas. There are other things that we can do. I'm thinking, like, as far as, you know, I hate to say, like, oh, this is my plan for the whole rest of the year, because it's February, and I have no idea what's going to be coming out in the latter half of the year. Could be a lot of things. Who knows? But some of the games that are on my radar to stream, obviously, the big thing is Symphonia Remastered. That's coming out very, very soon, actually, within the next couple of weeks. Excuse me. I can't do it. It's not. Why can't I do it? Alright, I guess that didn't work. Whatever. I don't know why that didn't work. It's really confusing, because I hit all, like, 4 attempts at that Cloud Pierce. I don't know if it's trying to tell me I missed those, but I definitely hit the guy. Whatever. Anyway, Symphonia Remaster is a big thing. That's coming out Feb 17, I think? 17th? So that's a game I want to get. I have it pre-ordered. I'm obviously going to pick it up. I'm going to play it. I want to stream it. I don't want to stream it immediately, just because we did stream Symphonia not that long ago, and we're just getting finished streaming another Tales game. So I don't think it makes the most sense to do Symphonia Remastered right away. But that being said, I think it's something I'm going to want to do within the year, for sure. We'll do the Kratos route. I would not be doing it as extensively as I did the first stream of Symphonia, where we did kind of everything. My main focus, I think, would be to really just kind of do the different stuff. Now, I don't know if there's additional content in the remastered version of the game, because I don't know what the remastered version of the game is, because it's new and hasn't come out yet. So, there may be content that is not in the original. I'll, tinker around with that. That's something to to look at and consider. Wait, that's the way I came in from. Pay attention, dude. Anyway, I think, is this a dead end? Almost certainly. It's got a treasure chest. That's great. Specific plus. That's fantastic. Is this a way up? This is not a way up. Okay, so we're gonna have to just kind of go around you, and we're gonna have to fight you. That's fine. Okay. But yeah, I do want to play Symphonia Remasters. That's on the list for sure. As Tales games go, other Tales games to play over the course of this year, I think the most realistic one. We have streamed my 5 favorite Tales games since I started streaming. I've done all of them, all 5 of my favorites. Symphonia, Abyss, we're doing Xillia now, we did Berseria a long time ago, and we did Horizon. So all of those have been streamed. The next set of favorites, I would say the 6, 7, and 8 are Legendia, Vesperia, and Eternia. I need to replay Xillia 2 on my own, but I don't know that I would stream it, only because, I wouldn't stream my replay of it. I would replay it and then decide if I want to stream it. But I don't know that I would necessarily stream that one just because it's a PS3 game, and I'm currently having issues with with PS3, you know what I mean? So I don't necessarily want to do that. Where are we at now? We want to go this way for the dead end. And it's just full-on dead end. Okay. Got this, though, which is widen limits, sustain limit skill. Okay. I don't have the SP for that, I can tell you that right now, but... What else we got? We got a room in here. Got puzzle rooms and stuff. Rooms to just pick up things, which is great. Eternia is one I would... I don't know that I want to stream that one. It depends. I would have to play that again also. That's one I would consider doing if... I would probably have to play it with a guide. There's a lot in that game that's just like, I don't remember how to do things and stuff. Like, just finding things. There's a whole segment where you gotta, like, crawl on the ocean floor. I don't know, man. I like Eternia. Eternia's story was fantastic. And the characters are really good. So, don't get me wrong. I really like Eternia. That one, and again, I would have to set up an emulator for that. It's a PS1 game, and I don't own it because it's... Do me a favor and go on eBay and look up Tales of Eternia.
Let's look somewhere else.
Hold on.
What is it?
What's up, Alvin? What you got?
This confirms it. They created a spyrite with the information Exodus gave them.
A spyrite, huh?
Something called Volt.
Volt?
Interesting.
Haha.
So Gilland really was trying to save Olympias with spyrites.
What? According to this, that spyrite thing was powered about a half an hour ago.
That sounds like it was one of the reasons for the chaos that transpired here.
Where'd it go?
I don't know exactly, but it looks like it climbed to one of the floors above us. What do you think?
Well, let's go
Might be
find
worth
it.
checking out.
Fucking Volt.
Say that.
Where's Sheena?
I don't have any proof, but I think Gaius might have activated it. If he did, we should find him nearby.
But what would be his motive for using spyrite?
I have the same question. I think it's important we get in contact with him.
Jude, it's not that I don't want to meet him,
I don't. He sucks.
but
He's a
if
dick.
Gaius is dead set on destroying all Spyrexes, I doubt he'll listen to anything we have to say.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. If that's his plan, then I'll just have to stop it.
You say that now, but we all know how much you respect him.
You really shouldn't respect him, dude.
Just as you respect Mila.
He's kind of an authoritarian.
Owen, there's no need
Just-
for this.
Just saying.
You sure you won't back down in front of your hero, kid?
Hey, Jude doesn't need a lecture from you. Yeah.
Man, she will not give Alvin a break.
You head honcho.
It's It's okay.
She just absolutely will not do it, and I love her for that.
I do
Not gonna
respect
lie.
Gaius.
I mean, Alvin, at some point, Alvin probably should get a break,
I can create my own.
but, like, Elise ain't about to be the one to give it to him.
Otherwise, I'll never make my own decisions. I won't grow up to be who I want to be.
Well said.
Look at you saying that shit with bunny ears. Alright. Anyway. So, yeah, that leaves Legendia and Vesperia. And those are Tales games I could definitely see myself streaming. I think it's more likely for me to stream Vesperia, just because it's going to be easier to do that. Because that's on modern consoles, and I can just set it up, and off we go, and it's great. Legendia would be a little more effort, because I would have to get an emulator involved. I've recently played it on my PS2. I say recently, almost a year ago now.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
The base's power went out.
Let's
Great.
proceed with caution.
Like it wasn't dark enough. There weren't any other. There is another room. Hold on. Shit. Let's go back down. Can we go back down? Or is it not gonna let me go back down? Right. Yeah. Okay. It's not gonna let me go back down. Hi, buddy. Hey there. Yeah. I've recently, within the past year, I've played Legendia. It was on my PS2, and it ran fine, but it takes a long time to boot up. And also it's not, you know, like it's not HD. It's, you know, it's the PS2. So I think we'll just do what we did with Tales of the Abyss. That's why I did that for Tales of the Abyss. Like, I own Tales of the Abyss. I own a PS2. I can play Tales of the Abyss on the PS2. It's not a problem. I don't want to stream from that. So I think that's going to be the play. So I can definitely see Legendia and Vesperia being games that we do this year. From the Tales side of things. Now, obviously, I would want to put space between them because I don't necessarily want to play multiple Tales games back to back, just for redundancy's sake, just so that we have some variety. But yeah, I think that's where my head's at with that. As far as Fire Emblem goes, I want to do Awakening, assuming we can get that to work. I would be super cool with doing Awakening. I would also be super down for doing another Three Houses playthrough on Maddening. Either Azure Moon or Verdant Wind. I do want to do an Azure Moon playthrough on Maddening. I might do that on my own. It depends if... Because I kind of want to play that, like, now-ish. Because, I mean, playing through Engage has made me want to play Three Houses again. And, like, part of my mind is like, well, we could do a Azure Moon Maddening playthrough on stream. Or I can do an Azure Moon Maddening playthrough on my own. And then sometime later, do a Verdant Wind playthrough on stream. Whatever. Right? Like, that's... Maybe I might do that if I can't get Awakening to work. Well, then maybe we'll do Three Houses instead. I don't know. But both of those are on the list of things I would want to consider doing. Then there's also Engage that I would want to do at some point. Probably I could fit that in, you know. Like, again, I'm not, like, champing at the bit to do it, because I didn't really like it that much. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't do it. I like it enough. I liked it enough that I would play it on stream. I just don't feel like playing it again right now. So, that's something to consider. But other than that, like, I'm not really sure what else I would want to stream. Night in the Woods is a game that I would not mind streaming. Because it's awesome. And a physical version is coming out later this year, I believe. I'm assuming it's this year. The pre-orders went up in January. It's coming out physical. It was supposed to come out physical a while ago, and then stuff happened. If you don't know, Google it. But some stuff happened. I'm not going to get into it now, but there were reasons that it got delayed. And there was questions of whether it was even going to ever actually happen. And I'm very glad it did, because it's fucking awesome, and of course I bought the, like, super ridiculous deluxe edition. It's one of my favorite games of all time. So that's one I would certainly not mind playing through on stream. And then as far as, like, other things go, there's always the possibility that, like, a game like Suikoden 1 and 2, which is supposed to have remasters coming out this year, that's something that I want to get, and if I enjoy it, then I could stream that. Same thing with Valkyrie Profile. That's a game I still haven't gotten it yet, but it's a game I could potentially pick up, and then if I like it, I would potentially stream it. I could do AI Somnium Files. That's something I could potentially do. And there's things like that. I have Triangle Strategy. If that ends up being really good, that's something I could see myself doing, and on and on and on, right? So there's all of that kind of stuff. But I think one thing that I would strongly consider is the possibility of doing Trails in the Sky. Because that set of 3 games has been really good. I'm really close to finishing. One of these days I'm actually going to use all those items. But I'm actually really close to finishing Trails from Zero. I'm on the final chapter, and I think I'm probably going to finish it sometime this week. And then, like, I'm really fucking excited for Azure. I've bought that already. I've pre-ordered it. I've also pre-ordered Reverie. I have all 4 Cold Steel games. They got me good. Trails got me real good. Those games are just... The 3 Sky games and Zero have all been fantastic. I know people have mixed things to say about the Cold Steel foursome. I guess I'll find out. make my own opinions on that. But as far as the Sky trilogy, those are games that I would be pretty down to stream. The only issue for me with that is there's so much reading that I would have to do. The cutscenes are long. There is a ton of text, and none of it's voiced. So, whew, that would be a hefty toll on the vocal cords. I have to consider, like, oh, maybe I just don't read some of it, and we just kind of silently go through it, which is not my style, but it might have to be. But we'll see. That's just other stuff to go on the list. So to summarize, I think the most likely game that I'll be playing next is probably Zelda Majora's Mask. And then I think after that, the ideal thing is going to be Fire Emblem Awakening. That's what I would really like to do. If I can't get Fire Emblem Awakening to work with the emulator and make the emulator look good on the stream, then maybe we do something different. That could end up being... Maybe we just go into Tales, and we do, like, Vesperia or something, or maybe we do Three Houses Maddening run. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's where my head's at. That's where my head's at. Oh, hello. Check. Black Pearl. Cool. Smell. We got an elixir. I'm super excited about that. I also really have to make sure I remember, before we go to the end game, which we're not doing anytime soon, but... before we go to the end game, I do have to make sure to cash in some jet black feathers to get a good deal of, what do you call them? The things, you know, the things I'm thinking of. Those things. Omega elixirs. That's going down. I don't want to go down, I want to go back up. I want to go up. Up is where we want to go. Hi. Hi, hello. Hi, hello, hi. 13th floor. This is the floor where we want to go, I think. This is where, what's-his-face is. This is where Volt is. So before we go that way, Jesus Christ, I want to go up again.
Hey, get off me.
Before we go into the door, because I'm pretty sure this is where the exit is going to be. I want to go up one more floor because floor 14, I believe, is going to be the top floor. Yeah, this is the end of the line. And there should be a, I believe, hi, hello. Hello there, guys. Vortex Wolf, thank you. I will defeat you very swiftly so I can get on with my fucking business. Ow, ow. So that didn't hurt very much, but it looked like it hurt, and that's justified my saying ow. Because it looked painful. I think there's going to be a mysterious jewel up here. Pretty sure. There's definitely one in Helioborg. I'm pretty sure it's... We haven't found it yet, so it's got to be up here. This has to be where it is. Okay, dude, can you maybe stop defending? How do we not get a guard break? That's crazy.
Really good job, Tipo. You can count on me.
Alright. Jude, that was Jude, right? That certainly was Jude. Okay. We get SP either way we go. I feel like Vitality is better because it's defensive, and defensiveness is often better when things get difficult. You know? Alright, so we got a nice old puzzle room in here. This is good. Okay. We've got... Yeah, this is a hard puzzle. It's a hard puzzle. This one's a tricky one, man. I don't know if I can figure this one out. Look, I'm just grateful that we're getting a puzzle. You know? You know, I can't be too picky. Man, there's no puzzles anymore in any video games ever. So the fact that we're getting one here is... I'll take it. I'll fucking take it. Alright, we got this. Good puzzle. Good puzzle. Give me that mysterious jewel. There we go. 19. That means we're missing 4. I know where 2 of them are immediately off the top of my head. I'm pretty sure I know where a third one is. And then... as far as 4... I think I might know it. There's 2 bosses. One of them we saw already, that big bug-looking thing. That's one of them. And then the other one is, we haven't seen it yet, but it's another one like that. Another big-ass boss thing that's just hanging around. Up here in Olympias. So both of those give a mysterious jewel. Alright. How are we doing here? We good? We good for a boss fight? I think we're good for a boss fight. Let's go and do a meal. And do we have some veggie sticks? I don't think I want veggie sticks. I want seaweed salad, right? Yeah, 40%. 40%. Gonna hit this save. Yeah, I think we haven't been to the Zagat Flood Meadow yet to really explore. So we're gonna have to do that eventually. I'm pretty sure there is a mysterious jewel there. And then I think where the pink emerald is, which we still haven't found, but where that is, I think there's a mysterious jewel there also. I think those are the 4 that we're missing. What's up, Volt? How you been? How'd you get out of Tetheala and Celestia?
That must be Volt.
Anyone else all tingly?
It appears to be a spirit that can control lightning.
It doesn't seem to be tethered to a human the way Celsius was to Gillen.
So you're saying it's out of control?
So do we have Rem and Shadow also? Do we have Volt and Celsius?
We won't get any answers until we calm it down.
I wonder if they intended to do that. Alright, so he's got 93,000, which is a big number. Weak to earth and water, which is quite interesting. Earth makes sense. Water, I guess. Alright, now Volt in Tales of Symphonia was a pain in the ass, but ultimately not that difficult. Volt in... I'm trying to remember, in Eternia was... not one of... it wasn't one of the bosses that I know is one of those bosses, so it probably wasn't that bad. That didn't do very much. Well, it still did like, yeah, 4,600 is not bad. As Mystic Arts go, I guess. Yeah, do something, I dare you. Alright, well, that didn't do anything. Dean. Ow. Ow. 70,000, not bad. Knock 23,000 off. I like the sound of that. Yeah. Yeah. Ow. 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 Okay. Okay, you made your point. You've made your point, Volt. Hey, Volt. You made your fucking point. Eat rock fist, man. Okay. That's swell. Thing is, we're actually not really taking that much damage. He's being annoying, but he's not actually dealing a shitload of damage. He's just making it very hard to, like, move. But, like, you see all those ones? Very low damage numbers, which I'm okay with. That's the seaweed salad coming in clutch. Alright, what do we got? Yeah, that's a lot of electric on the field. Now, I do remember in Tales of Xillia 2, fairly early on, I think you have to fight Volt again. Hey, Elise, don't die, please. Someone want to heal Elise? Thank you. You have to fight Volt again fairly early on in Xillia 2, and it's like one of the hardest fights in the game, I think. If I remember correctly. Then again, Xillia, like, when it comes to, the list, TM, the list of bosses that fucking suck, I know Xillia 2 has quite a number of entries on the list. I mean, it comes down to some games are harder than others. Some Tales games are harder than other Tales games. Okay, can we stop doing that? And Xillia 2 is definitely one of the harder Tales games. I would say. I don't think that's a hot take. I think Xillia 2 has some really brutal boss fights. Grace's F is definitely a harder one as well. Not generally, but I think there are a couple of bosses that definitely belong on the list from Grace's F, and you know, it's just was that Thunderblade? It's a very, very swanky animation for Thunderblade. Okay, man, can I just move? Nice old Mystic Art. I think Eternia is also on the list as far as difficult bosses go. Although Eternia is a weird one because I don't think the difficulty with Eternia is because the bosses themselves are actually difficult. I think the combat's just kind of janky. Because it's old. And it's 2D. And it's kind of... I mean, I'm sure at the time it probably was, like, not a big deal. But it's definitely tough to get used to if you're not used to it. And then you got some bullshit stuff like the Maxwell fight where you just deal 1 damage. It's got like 30,000 HP, and then every one of your attacks deals like 1 damage. So you have to hit him like 30,000 times. Kind of crazy. But anyway, I digress. Stop being an overlimit, please. Ow, ow, ow. That was silly. I just let that happen. Ow, I just let it happen again. A second time in a row. How we doing? It's got 11,000 HP left. We're in pretty good shape, I think. It's shit like this that really makes me want to play Xillia 2 again, just because I feel like I've only played it the once, and the only time I played it, I was recording the Let's Play for it. And I feel like I had not a great experience when I did that with Vesperia. Mostly because it was like, I need to keep, you know, making content for it. So I can't, like... Not that you needed to necessarily grind in Vesperia, but, like, I didn't really fight a whole lot of encounters because it's like, well, I gotta keep moving, I gotta make progress, I gotta, you know, have an episode. And my second playthrough of Vesperia was so much more enjoyable because I was able to take my time with it. And I feel like Xillia 2 is going to be a similar situation. Oh my god. Oh my god, hold on. One moment. That is literally the exact thing that I'm talking about. When I'm talking about my red, yellow, white to HDMI connection stuff. That's why I feel like it's going to be hard to stream from my PS3 going forward.
We finally beat some sense into it. Just another easy battle for yours truly.
If we've learned anything from Celsius and Volt, it's that Spyrites are tough customers.
They sure are.
They're just as strong as the Great Spirits.
Hi, Gaius.
We were wondering when you'd show up.
Interesting. I never expected to find you here.
Well,
So you've come to Olympias after all.
I'm assuming you're the one that activated Volt. I don't understand your motive, though. Were you testing its potential?
Potential? I would never entrust my people's lives to something as tenuous as potential. I attempted to tether with a Spyrite, precisely because it is something you would consider.
What?
But it was for naught. Their power is far beyond human control. That leaves us with no choice but to eradicate every last Spyrix from this world.
So that really is your plan.
so we're just gonna destroy Olympias.
Don't you realize what would happen?
We would end the Otherworld reactor plan once and for all. Surely the end justifies my means.
Yeah, the means is a genocide of all of
We will
Olympios,
leave it
dude.
in place. As long as Spyrixes exist, the threat of Olympias exploiting Riza Maxia remains.
And what of Maxwell? Do you plan to leave him where he is?
It is the duty of the strong to ensure that the weak do not perish.
This isn't right, Gaius.
What about it isn't right?
The genocide
We'll
part.
safeguard the schism until the last Spyrix is destroyed. Then we shall unite the two.
There's not gonna
worlds.
be another world to unite, man.
To eliminate their Spyrexes. Are you just going to ignore them?
Don't worry about the poor suffering humans. Gaius will protect
Okay,
them.
how? How's he gonna do that?
Jude, Mila, you of all people should understand the ideals I'm striving for.
What's the point of ideals if you force them on others? Don't you see what's happening? Spyrix is a necessity for these people. Take it away and they'll have nothing left.
Jude.
You talk only of possibilities. I demand.
Who the fuck are you?
Maybe you're right.
Why do you get to demand shit, buddy?
This conversation is pointless. Please, let's
Dude,
get off.
fuck Gaius, man. I don't like Gaius. I think Honestly,
What
as
should
much
we
as I
do?
like Xillia, Gaius is the weak link in Xillia, for
No.
sure.
There are still things
Muse should have been
There has to be.
on her own. I understand that there has to be two because of the linking. You have to use the linking, so there has to be two of them. But Gaius really brings down Muse.
Balin? Balin!
Yeah, when it comes to like
Alfred,
tier lists
it
of
appears
villain
they have
characters
noticed
in
our
Tales
team in
games,
the
Gaius
power
is like at the
readout.
bottom.
We must find some way to get them out of there.
Let's try climbing to the elevator.
Him and Alexei.
Wait, we can use Volt.
How? Wait, you can't be serious.
You're not planning on tethering with it, are you?
Is that really wise?
Maybe not, but it's worth a shot.
What's going on, Volt? You down to tether?
Only way to find out is to try. Volt, lend us your power.
No way, it worked!
See, Sheena, Jude can do it.
It's still stuck. We need more power.
Please, just a little more.
This must be the same backlash that hit Gilland. Give it up, Jude.
Not yet. What are you doing?
Why do you insist on doing such reckless things by yourself?
Look who's talking.
Everybody put your hand in. Power friendship time.
Hey, don't leave us behind now.
If a task cannot be done alone, then we must simply do it together.
Keep trying and something's bound to stick sooner or later.
We want to help too. Uh-huh.
Thanks, everyone.
Almost there. Focus.
Now!
There we go. How you doing, Balin? Not stuck on an elevator anymore?
Thanks for the save there. Balin, who are these people?
They're patients. Each one of them has a condition that makes it impossible to live a normal life, even with Spyrexes.
Wait. Does that mean the next generation Spyrexes you've been researching are...
Yep. Those little critters they're using are Spyrites.
Mm-hmm.
These creatures are Spyrites?
They're so cute! But they don't seem any more powerful than lesser spirits.
Of course not. They're lesser spirit Spyrites after all.
Of course. Duh.
Wait a sec. Are you telling me you don't know how Spyrites are made?
Do us a favor and assume we don't.
Well, you should ask one of the other engineers if you want the full spiel. But in simple terms, you've all seen spirit fossils, right?
Mm-hmm.
If one of you Maxia folks pours mana into one, voila, a Spyrite is born from it.
How strange.
I guess there's multiple uses to those fossils, huh?
I guess so.
The only catch is you need a booster.
What? Wait, did you just say booster?
Yep. If someone with a booster pumps mana into a spirit fossil, the calculatrix art inside takes physical form. And that's how you make a Spyrite.
How are they different from Spyrexes?
It's a matter of art precision. These Spyrites can be as precise as the Asperixis devices from back in the day.
I didn't expect to hear that name here.
Uh-huh. Too bad Asperixis devices consume spirits.
Does that mean Spyrites don't kill spirits when they're used?
Pretty much. They're fueled by the mana stored inside spirit fossils, after all.
One thing I don't understand. These people seem to have no trouble using Spyrites. And yet, we struggle to tether with Volt.
Spyrites made from great spirits are in a whole different league. The more powerful the base spirit, the lower the chances of a successful tethering. We're still just at a 50% success rate.
Hey, but that's more than enough.
At that rate, lesser spirit Spyrites might completely replace regular Spyrexes someday.
Gonna have to hurry it up, though, because Gaius is,
Spirits won't die either.
you know,
We did
doing
it.
his whole genocide
Good
thing.
job, Cheapo.
Like, right now.
Hey, what are pals for?
Does this mean that Olympias's environment might recover too?
It just might.
Thank you,
Not if we let the whole world die first.
This helps us.
You're welcome, I guess. But we really should be thanking you. You're the ones who saved our research, after all.
We did.
If you hadn't saved us, all of our Spyrite research would have gone up in smoke. Someday these people will be able to get on with their lives again.
Something tells me this Spyrite research is going to become very important.
Looks like we found the path we've been seeking.
Well, that seemed a little too easy.
Although the fight's not over.
Balin, could you tell us the exact spot where you found us?
Oh, of course. I found you all collapsed at the end of Rusal High Road. You can reach the High Road by following this passageway here.
Now Gaius will have to listen to us,
Yeah,
right?
no, I don't think so.
No. It's too late. I don't know why I know this, but that was our last chance to convince him.
Yeah. Yeah, something tells me that authoritarian's gonna authoritarian.
You look happy. I am, now that we understand the potential of Spyrites. And it's all because Jude wouldn't give up. I'm all like, yeah, take that, world.
Jude can really do great things when he tries. I always knew that he could.
They're just as happy with his success as if it were their own.
I completely understand their sentiment, though. Jude had never been the type to lead the way. But this time, he chose a path and followed
It's called
it through.
character development.
It's always good to see positive growth.
I wonder whose influence that was.
One thing's for sure, it certainly wasn't me.
Fucking got him.
Oh? Haven't you ever heard of reverse psychology? Teaching by bad example?
At least your humility makes a fine example.
It's good to see everyone upbeat for a change.
Yes.
Well, there we go. Alright, so let's get over here and hit the save, obviously, because we fought a boss fight. Want to make sure we hit a save first. Then I think there's a little bit more exploring we can do. Because I think there might be some... I think there's a side thing here in Helioborg, so I want to just check this place out again. Right quick. We have to go this way to hit a room that we missed.
Let's take a look. Maybe
There was a
we'll
room
find
we
something to help us
missed.
get back.
And then I think there's some stuff we can do. I think there's a, I want to say there's like a little cutscene thing that we can find in here now that it's like not monster infested anymore. Here we go. The lights are on now. I can see where I'm going. It's great. Look at this. Yeah, we didn't go in this room. We did not go in this room. See, treasure chest. Boom. Pineapple gel. Look at that. Oh, that's just you guys. Alright. Is there anything else in here other than just a pineapple gel? I guess not. Oh, yeah, there is. The Scroll of Zume, the Prescribed Land. A prescribed land concealed within a shell. Never to be touched, never to be spoken of. Primeval world. Never to be touched, never to be spoken of. Man must shun it. Spirits must be ever silent. Its secrets thou must keep. That is very similar to something we saw back in Orda Palace, which I would like to go look at for a third time, because now I think it's going to make the most sense that it's ever made. We can't go to Orda Palace right now, but when we can, we will go do that and look at it again. Alright. So, yeah. Yeah, Gaius is... I don't know, man. Part of my problem with Gaius is the way the game treats Gaius. And I can't really go into much more detail about that without being a little bit spoilery, so I'm gonna not. But the game doesn't treat him like he's an authoritarian. I mean, it kind of does, but it also kind of doesn't. You know? It kind of like... like, Jude still looks up to him, even though he's trying to do an entire world genocide. And, like, the game doesn't really, like, say that Jude shouldn't look up to him. You know, that's kind of what it is. That's basically what it is. Looks like the power's out. How do I turn the power the fuck back on? Is there a way? Because I certainly can get back up to those floors. Guess I'm supposed to be able to, I think. Maybe I have to go do this first. I don't know. Maybe I have to go this way first. But yeah, I feel like Psychotic Break Muse was really interesting, and Gaius kind of got in the way of it. And like I said, I understand that you have to have two because they have to link, because that's the whole gimmick of the combat in this game. So they have to do it. But, like, I don't know. Alright, but here we are. We're on the Rusal High Road. So this is the final overworld area in the game. I will explore it a little bit.
Olympias doesn't seem to be any greener out this way.
Nope. Pretty much everywhere outside the cities is like this. If anything, it's a little worse than I remember it.
The lack of spirits must have broken the cycle of nature.
To the people of Olympias, this is what nature looks like. When I first laid eyes on the forests of Rizamaxia, I could barely comprehend what I was seeing.
So this is the world that Spyrix has given you.
Go ahead and say it. We brought
No.
this on ourselves.
You didn't.
Maybe true, but still.
You, Alvin, did not do it. People 2,000 years ago did it. And you're paying the price for it because they're no longer alive.
Look! Something green for once!
Yeah, but I wouldn't expect to see a big forest anytime soon.
Ring any bells? Sound familiar in any way? Does it remind you of anything? Certainly does. It's a little on the nose. But you know what? I think it's effective. I think they handle the environmentalism storyline really, really well in this game. It's one of the things I've always really liked about it. Okay, so here we go. Exploring. Plus we get this music. Get this fucking music. It's so good. Yeah, I see it. I'll get it in a minute. Got a heavy treat.
Let me make sure I have this straight. We use boosters to infuse spirit fossils with mana, and then a spyrite.
Sounds right to me.
Because unlike Spyrix devices, spyrites can use arts without harming spirits.
Did you actually take notes while Balin was talking?
Yes, but there are still things I don't understand.
If there are things you actually do understand, then you're way ahead of me. I bet Teepo'd say, "Hey, you need to study, Leia!"
Ah, but after that he'd probably say, "I don't understand any of this either."
Probably.
Hey, no Tipo impersonations!
Ah, he heard us. You're both being rude.
Elise, do you understand spyrite theory?
Of course I do.
Religious skit viewer. If you're not viewing skits in Tales games, what are you doing? Skits are like the cornerstone of the fucking Tales experience, man. Like, half of the character development happens in them. And if you're not playing Tales games for character development, I don't know what the fuck you're playing Tales for. Combat, I guess, but like... I mean, when I think of the thing that Tales consistently does better than most other things, it's characters. Except for Tales of Destiny. Let's start a war. Let's start a fucking war. How about we do that? I'm gonna just throw that grenade into the world. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish I liked Tales of Destiny. I wish I did. It's just the story and characters are just bad. I'm sorry. They're just bad. They're just boring as shit. I know Leon is like super edgelord and like everybody's like ooh, you know, edgy teen angst boy, but like he also sucks. He said, moments away from getting crucified by the entire Tales fanbase. Look, I make no secret that I don't like that type of character. Never have, never will. Wingle sucks. And Leon is just younger Wingle. With slightly more... and look, the worst part is that Leon's actually one of the best characters in Tales of Destiny. And it's a character archetype I hate. And he's still one of the best characters in Tales of Destiny. Because the bar is that fucking low. Oh, this one actually has a personality? Wow. He's one of the only ones that does. I'm about to get canceled. About to get hard canceled. Hey man, I played it twice. I played the original on the PS1, and I totally played it on the PS1 for legal reasons. And I played Director's Cut. And Director's Cut didn't fix any of the problems, because the problems were with the story and the characters, and it didn't change those. It added a little bit. But it... oh, shit. It... yikes. But it didn't, like... make it good. It just made it more. Which it needed more. It did need more, because it wasn't enough. Like, there was not enough plot development to make it interesting. So I applaud that they tried, but they didn't succeed, as far as I'm concerned. So, and the reason, like I've said, I made a Twitter thread a while ago, but doing a full like listing of my Tales ranking in order, and Director's Cut was the last one. It was the bottom, and I actually put original Tales of Destiny 2 slots higher. And the main reason is just that it's easier to blast through because the combat's simpler. That's really the only reason. And there was a charm. Well, I mean, they both had charm. But, like, I don't know. It's just not a good story. It's a lame story, and the characters are kind of crap. And I didn't care enough to really get... I know that Director's Cut has a very complex battle system. You can really get very deep with it. But, number one, it's 2D, which I don't prefer. I prefer 3D over 2D. Not to, like, where it matters that much, but it's just one of those... It's just, like, just another thing on top of a bunch of other things, right? It uses CC instead of TP, which I definitely don't care for. I much prefer TP. I've made that kind of clear before. And... like, there's just a couple of things, like, I don't know, parts of the combat system I just didn't really enjoy. And it's just like that. A bunch of things just kind of on top of each other, on top of each other, on top of each other, plus a story I don't like and characters I don't like. It just makes for not a great gaming experience, so, sorry. I know Destiny's like the most popular one, in outside of the West anyway. But yeah, it's just not my thing. Anyway, but regardless, even still, character development is Tales' like biggest strength across the board, and it's not even close. And most of the time they get the story pretty well too, and that's the other boss there. You're the other boss. You're the boss that also drops a mysterious jewel. I think we're probably close to being able to take that thing on. I'll have to see. Like, once we get... Because I think, actually, when we go into this next place, that will be... Alright, we're in the Tatalian Abyss. I don't want to be here right now, but I want to, like, get this place so that I can warp here later. So this is the bonus dungeon for the game. This is where we'll find pink emeralds. And actually, if I don't get killed by these things, I might be able to very quickly find a pink emerald just kind of chilling around. Do we have any? Oh, God. Oh, give me a pink emerald. It's Navi metal. I need that also, but I need a pink emerald. These things are going to kick my ass, though. These things are going to kick my ass. I don't know. These enemies, I think, were fairly tough. This is bonus dungeon. So, gotta be on guard. It's black pearl. That's not the color gemstone that I need. I need a different color and a different gemstone, man. I don't want to get too far into here because I don't actually want to do this yet, but fuck. Welp. Hey, buddy. Came to investigate, and the poisonous gas started leaking out from the fissure. Oh. You got me asthma. Cursed substance that was sealed underground when this world took form. Prolonged exposure to it will kill anything, humans, spirits, plants, animals. Seems to be welling up quickly. Doubt that merely covering the hole would suffice. You intend to stop the miasma. The four protect us with their spirit arts. We should be able to survive. You can go and seal the leak at its source. Alright. Well, we're not going to do that yet. Because I just want to get a pink emerald. I'm really just here for the pink emerald. If I'm being TBH. Copper ore. That's not what I need. I need a pink emerald. Alright, well. Well, we'll come back here. We'll come back here. Not too concerned about this yet. So that's bonus dungeon. There's going to be pink emeralds in there. There's also going to be one of the Devil's Arms monsters in there. And I believe there is going to be a mysterious jewel in there also. So, it's all stuff on the list of things we're going to need to go get and do and stuff. And I think now once we go to this place where we were found at the end of the high road, I think that is going to be the end of the main game. It's going to say we can continue on into the place where Gaius and Muse went, and there's a point of no return, right? So I think we're there. I think that's where we're at. But that just means it's time for side quests for the next 2 streams. So there's actually a bunch of side stuff we still have to do. You saw those to be continueds, right? They're still to be continued. But here we go.
He said he found us sprawled at the foot of this hill.
Let's look for a path down.
What's that?
We must have fallen from there to the bottom of the cliff.
Isn't the rift a little small?
My guess is it's about to collapse. Jumping back through would be a leap of faith.
Count me out! It looks too dangerous!
Let's head back to town and figure out another way.
Hey, everyone. If you plan on returning to Xillia, then I think it's time we parted ways.
What? What makes you say that all of a sudden?
I know that we pulled off a successful Spyrite tethering together, and we found out some great news. But I'm afraid the only way to stop Gaius at this point is to fight him. I don't want the way you feel now to get in the way of your true feelings.
I agree. If we can't be honest with ourselves about why we're fighting, then there's no point in fighting in the first place.
In other words, you want us to make our own decision.
It'll be a difficult ride ahead. I guess it only makes sense.
Mind if I have some more time to think? At least until you're all ready to leave?
Sure, of course.
Don't let your current emotions get in the way. I'm almost acting human.
Mila?
Sorry, it's nothing.
Oh?
Wait, isn't this...
Well, how about that? All right.
There's no way replacing everything Spyrex with Spyrites is gonna be easy as it sounds.
Nope.
In terms of raw numbers, just think of how many Spyrites we'll need.
It's true. The Spyrites need to be researched, created, distributed. It won't happen overnight.
There is much that needs to be done. But if we can't buy more time, the spirits will go extinct.
I will buy us time. Maxwell said it himself. If we remove the schism, the mana that it contains could sustain Olympias for a considerable
That's the answer.
amount of time.
And that's what you intend to do?
Yes, it is.
It's a long road ahead for all of us.
But the more pressing problem is Gaius. If we can't stop him, it'll be too late for Olympias.
Yeah.
Well, he seems to be okay with that. But, you know, it's fine. He's still a hero. I don't know, man.
I haven't fought in a very long time.
Alright, I think we can go straight back to Triglyph. I think that's the plan. We're gonna have to do the before the final battle thing with all the characters having their little moments and stuff. Is that what we gotta do now?
I don't understand.
We gotta do that?
The spirit fossil came off. How is she able to continue walking?
I don't know, man. Maybe she's all better now. Alright, I think we need to go to rest at Balin's apartment. Okay. Gonna get ourselves a nice old cutscene. What floor was he on? The second floor? I think he was on the second floor. Second floor? This is his apartment. I have the Navi medal. I brought it. Now you can complete your invention. The invention inventor. This machine will think independently in order to invent inventions without any human intervention. Thank you. I got a Krona symbol. What does that do? I feel like that's good. Is that really good? It feels good. What's a Krona symbol do? Completely prevents all physical and magical ailments. It's pretty fucking good. That's, it's pretty damn good. We've got a lot of good stuff. And what is this stuff? Increases attack and physical attack and defense and stuff. That's good. I actually really haven't paid much attention to what I have people equipped. Like, he's still got the dark cape. I mean, you know what? Hey. Accessories are important, but they're not. I guess they're not that important. All right, Balin. What's going on? Rest here. All right, let's do some final cutscenes. Here we go.
What are you doing, Alvin?
It's funny because we're not doing the final battle anytime soon.
Figured I'd stay away, since everyone's so sick of me.
Maybe because you're a big fat liar.
Yeah, that's just who I am, alright. And what about you, Elise? Wondering what to do?
Yeah. I just don't know what the right choice is.
Well, you're talking to the wrong guy. I don't know much about being a kid. Never really had a childhood.
So were you a member of Exodus ever since you were just a little boy?
Yeah, that's right. I thought it was okay to trick people. When things would go bad, I'd just disappear. I'd take the path of least resistance. I pretty much just did whatever didn't hurt me, that's all.
Then, does that mean you won't be going with Mila and Jude?
You know what? That kid forces me to wake up and smell reality. They're all just so mature. The way they hide their real feelings about me.
Oh, now I get it. You're lonely, aren't you, Alvin?
I've never been much for expressing my feelings, I suppose. But even if they do hate me, I have to stick it out. I'm not leaving this time.
So does that mean that you really want to be their friend again?
I've learned that building real trust with people takes a lot more work than you think.
Being a grown-up sounds like an awful lot of pain.
Yeah, no kidding. You gotta do
Seems
taxes.
Like the older you get,
Go to
the
the
tougher it
DMV.
is to share your feelings with others. Anyway, no one will want to be friends with me until I can make the first move. It's hard, but it sure beats being alone.
I wonder what I'm supposed to do now. What do I have to do to become happy?
Well, it's different for everyone. You just have to find what works for you. I'm sure you know what you want by now.
I guess so. It hasn't been easy, but I've learned a lot traveling with everybody. I know that. I definitely don't want to stop, that's for sure. I want to keep on learning more, and I want to make some new friends.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good to me.
Some help you.
I told you, I'm the wrong guy to ask about this stuff. Sorry about that, kid.
Aww.
That's a thank you. I just wanted you to know that from now on, I'm gonna be your friend, okay?
Well.
How come the kids are the wisest people in this group?
Because kids have optimism. It hasn't been beaten out of them yet. Hey, Rowan. How you doing?
Trouble sleeping, young miss?
Yeah,
I still haven't made up my mind. What about you?
I've reached a decision. I have decided to go with them.
I see. I wonder if I'm the only one who's still on the fence.
She says, literally on the
You're
fence.
not alone.
Huh?
When Lord Klein passed away, I inherited the keys to the kingdom, along with many doubts.
But eventually you figured out what to do, right? I used to think that everything works out if you do your best, but I've been proven wrong every time.
Does Agria still haunt you?
How can she not?
I keep thinking there might have been something else I could have done for her.
I know that feeling well.
Oh, you mean with King Noctigal?
Am I that easy to read? Let me tell you, life does not become any simpler the older you get. But I must say, I am a bit surprised by you.
In what way?
I was under the impression that Jude was the one who occupied your every waking thought.
Come on now, don't be silly. Is it obvious?
Yeah, it's pretty
Yes,
obvious.
I'm afraid it is.
You know, I once thought that if I became a nurse, that I might find happiness. After all, when Jude's happy, I'm happy. Simple enough, right? But now, I'm starting to get the feeling that Jude just might be better off without me. I mean, I don't want to get in his way again, you know?
Leah, would you like to know what my reasons are and why I've decided to go along with Jude and Mila?
Are you willing to tell me?
I would like to be there to walk with them in the future that they wish to create.
That sounds like you.
But that's not all.
Huh?
I plan to take the lead and pull the two of them along behind me. That is my true desire.
And I? What do I really want?
I think you already know your answer, miss.
What I really want is to see Jude's smiling face again. I suppose that's it. That's a good reason, isn't it?
Aw, that's sad. He's still got the bunny ears. Oh my god.
Hey. Don't you want to sit?
You've changed.
Not really. To be honest, I'm so scared I can't even sleep.
I told you before, if we can just dispel the schism, I'll handle everything from there. There's no reason for you to be afraid.
Mila! If the schism disappears, so will the temporal crossroads, right?
Yes. The destruction of the schism means the death of Maxwell. The temporal crossroads were born from Maxwell and that unique spirit climb, so they will vanish too.
Why? Why didn't I realize what's happened to you? I know. You never told me because you wanted me to find my own answer first. Isn't that right?
Oh. Welp.
Mila?
It was just easier for me that way.
Huh?
The entity known as Maxwell is essential for the spirits. So they will need a new Maxwell.
Then we won't be able to stay together anymore?
The sadness of parting is a human emotion. Such emotions no longer apply to me.
And there's no other way, is there?
Maxwell created me, so perhaps he could restore my human body.
But
Jude, is that what you really want?
who would then take over as Maxwell?
Let's create a new future for all the spirits and people in the world. And let's create it together.
He just said the spirits need a Maxwell. And it sure as shit ain't gonna be Gaius. Oh, hi, speak of the devil.
Gaius!
Just relax. I've come here to tell you something, and that's all.
Well? What then?
We are ready to commence our operation to wipe out every Spyrix in Olympias.
So your attack from before was just to check whether Spyrites were usable?
Exactly.
You came here to tell us that?
No. Listen. You have a dream for the future of the world that is vastly different from mine. So,
Take it easy.
this is a piece of Muse's power.
The power to slice through space? What of it?
Here, I give you a chance to return to Riza Maxia quietly if you choose to.
You'd still offer us a chance to end things peacefully.
Gaius.
Yeah, but that would involve us
you
letting
know full
Olympias
well that
die.
we can't walk the same path.
And we're the
Not
heroes.
anymore.
We have to save both worlds.
If you wish to make your
That's
dream
required
a
reading for the
reality,
Tales series.
then come and face me. I won't run, and I won't hide.
Wait. What about Muse?
She is very torn. She has incredible power, yet she knows not how to use it. In hindsight, I was cruel to force such a weak person to become strong so suddenly.
He wants to save her too, doesn't he?
Hey. I know I might just be fighting for selfish reasons now. But I know that I have to go face Gaius. I need to get a grip on these fragile feelings. Otherwise, I won't become the adult I want to be. So, Mila, if I ever stray from my path, promise me that you'll be there to remind me who I really am.
I will.
Okay. Good morning. Everybody had a nice all sleep. Time to go do the final battle, except absolutely not.
Sleep well?
Yes.
Because we have a shitload of side stuff to do.
I've had in my entire life. I was dead to the world.
I decided I'm coming with you. I won't bore you with my reasons, though.
Thanks, Leia. Let's do our best.
Yep. I'm coming too. And me 3.
I shall accompany you as well.
Wouldn't do for the only Olympian here to sit this one out.
Well, there we have it, full team.
Made up your minds.
Then there's something we need to tell you. Check this out.
Nifty knife.
Gaius brought this to us last night. He called it a piece of Muse's power.
Does that mean we
Am I
could
doing?
use
I'm
it to
doing
tear
great.
open
How are
the
you
breach?
doing, Audible Zen Gaming?
Gaius truly is inscrutable.
He's mocking us.
Thanks for stopping by.
I don't think so. We might be fighting against one another, but he's a good guy.
Nice to see her actually talking to me.
Well...
I appreciate it. Thanks.
You fucking better appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Don't forget you shot me.
It's a bummer there's nobody here to send off the heroes.
That shouldn't be a problem.
We'll just have to accept that we're unsung heroes.
Who needs an adoring
Very
crowd?
good.
Let's have a
Drafting and
pre-battle
gathering on
cheer.
Final Fantasy 14.
If you insist.
I have
Make sure
never
to put
really
some feeling
played.
into it.
Well, I've never played Final Fantasy 14.
Indeed.
I'm
Heroes
very
nothing.
green when it comes to the
Everyone,
Final Fantasy series.
let's
I've
finish
played
what we
7
started.
Remake and a little bit of 10. That's about it. Heard great things about 14 though. Alright, off we go to the final battle, except not at all. Alright, so I guess we do have to go back there though,
Muse seems to have fallen completely
because I think
under
that's how we
Gaius'
can get back to
control.
Rize Maxia.
I'd say it's more that Muse has finally found someone she can rely on. She had been yearning for someone to guide her.
That girl has some big-time dependency issues.
She's like my own dark shadow. I wish we could have met under different circumstances.
Whatever the nature of their relationship, Muse's ability to manipulate dimensional space is now
Yeah,
in
seems like a big
Gaius's
deal.
hands. That is no trivial matter.
No kidding.
Agreed. Even the great spirits are no match for a blade that can sever dimensional barriers.
That doesn't sound promising. Should we turn tail and run away?
Yes, let's do that. Do you really think I would say such a thing?
Of
Never
course
way.
not.
You know me well.
Alright, so, okay.
Oh yeah, snag something good.
Is it really okay to steal like that?
Of course it's okay to
Of
steal,
course
it's
it
just
is.
monsters.
We won that battle fair and square.
Yikes. So might makes right, huh?
Does that mean if we lose, the enemy might take something of ours?
Yep. If we were to lose, the enemies could have Tipo.
Agreed.
What? You can't take Tipo without my permission. We'll let them have your hairband. Hey, that's off limits. I had to save up my allowance for weeks to buy this. It's my #1 favorite. But I'm everyone's #1 favorite.
Are you though? Are you sure about that, Tipo?
Fine. If we lose, we'll just have to sacrifice Alvin's coat.
The hell you will. I love this thing.
Welp. Alright, let's go to the dimensional rift thing. Dimensional breach. There we go. I think this is where we can go back to Rize Maxia. Certainly hope so. I know we can go back to Rize Maxia. And then we're going to have a metric ass load of side quests and things to do. Probably going to get inundated with little skits reminding us of all the things we can do.
You're up.
So we'll have to do a world tour. Sweep through all of the towns again.
Can we look before we leave?
Then we're going to have to do a whole
Let's
bunch
look
of
at
bonus
what
boss
we're
fights.
leaving.
Not so fast.
Not so fast, what?
What now?
You really think we can beat Gaius and Muse like this?
No, of course not.
Don't tell
To
me
stock
you're getting
up.
cold feet.
I don't think that's what he's implying.
Do we need to take care of any business back in Riza Maxia?
We can go back?
Yes, we can probably return to Riza Maxia from the temporal crossroads.
Alvin has a point. We cannot expect help from anyone.
Unsung heroes, remember?
In other words, we must be fully prepared.
Right. We gotta think these things through. We're on our own after all.
Good point.
Okay. Enter temporal crossroads? Hell yeah. Alright, show me the direction back to Rize Maxia.
Last one in has to kiss Tipo. Hey, no fair.
I gotcha.
Oh, look at them getting along now.
Worry. We're all bound for the same destination.
Guess we'll never get the knack for doing things as a group.
Hey, it's worked for us so far.
I guess you're right. Well, looks like we're up.
Alright. So the temporal crossroads. This should be... The entrance to Rize Maxia should not be very hard to get to.
Hey, nice of you to join us. Either we ended up in a different place from last time, or it got a major remodel.
Gaius must have used Maxwell's power to alter things here.
That seems great, that he has the ability to do that.
Where's Leia?
Where'd you go?
I found another breach like the one we came through.
Don't tell me you went in it.
I did. It leads to Riza Maxia, so that's the wrong way.
That sounds like the right way to me.
Then Gaius and Muse must be that way.
This presents a dilemma. I assumed we would just be following the same path as last time.
At your age, Rowan, never assume things will be easy.
Well said. We have other dangers to contend with besides Gaius and Muse.
Do we now?
Better keep our guard up.
Let's go, everyone.
Alright. So we need to find the way to Rize Maxia. Got Omega Elixir, that's pretty dope.
Don't you think you should go home?
Yeah.
Even just
I
for
think
a
we
quick
should.
Visit?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'll do it.
And when Mila toots the horn, he climbs right on board.
No, that's not... I was planning to do it anyway.
Whatever.
Damn.
Gaius has been busy keeping order in Rashagal ever since Noctigal died. I wonder what's going on back at his old castle in Canbalon.
Just add it to the list, man. Any more? Gonna have more? Yeah?
You don't want to pay Balin a visit?
Why? Are you hoping to hear one of his humiliating stories about my past?
The more you bring it up, the more curious we get.
Another one?
I could certainly eat.
Then why not come to my house? I'm sure my dad's cooked up something.
What else? That's it? For now, I suppose? Okay. Let's hit the save, and then we gotta go to Rize Maxia. We also have to go to Triglav. I think once we go back into Rize Maxia, I believe we can then fast travel from one world to the other very quickly. So I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. Just going to go this way. We can grab whatever this is. What's this? All Divide. Yes, please. Haven't needed to use any of those yet, so I'm sitting on 3 of them. Which is potentially helpful. Can now travel between Rize Maxia and Olympias on the world map. Perfect. Sweet. Okay, so we know we need to go back to Canbalar. We know we need to go back to Triglav, and we need to go back to Larond. But I'm just going to start at... well, where am I going to start? Start at Fenmont, and just cycle through them all. I think we just do that. Just look for any side quests. Oh.
We should probably tell Prin about Agria.
Yeah.
There we go. There's a thing here.
She's still at the medical school.
Alright, so there's that. I also want to take a very quick stop at Orda Palace. This is the hotel. Is there anything going on at the hotel? I think we already did whatever side thing was here at the hotel. I lied. I lied. There's another thing right here.
I'm beat. I need a good night's sleep.
Tell me, Jude, do you know what the greatest challenge is for a soldier on the battlefield?
Sleeping?
Fighting, I guess?
No. In fact, it's getting enough sleep. It's surprisingly difficult. You don't know when the enemy will attack. You don't know if you'll still be alive tomorrow. Sleeping amidst worries like that is a challenge for even the most experienced of soldiers.
So, what do you do when you're in that situation?
Take a deep breath, relax, and look all around. See that your friends and companions are there. Friends that keep watch while you rest. Friends that risk their lives in battle together. And friends that suffer from the same fears as you.
Right.
There are few things more reassuring than knowing that others share the same fears. But
That's profound.
maybe I only feel that way because I'm a bitter, selfish old man.
That makes two of us.
It's good to know we share such an odd common ground.
There we go. Nice little scene. Cool. Anything else? Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright. I will do shopping eventually. I'm not super worried about doing that right now. But I do just want to double check inside and make sure there's no events in here. But I think as far as like stocking up on items and stuff, I'm not ready to go do monster hunts yet. But we will certainly be doing that. We have like, off the top of my head, there's 6 Devil Beasts bosses to do. There's 2 bonus bosses in the Olympias overworld. What?
Fezabel Marsh. Wasn't that the site of a famous battle between Rashagal and Aljul?
Yes.
There's
40
Fort
years ago.
Gundala
It's a place that looms large in my
and the
life.
golems.
If we go there, I may remember.
And there's the
things that
mysterious
are
jewels.
perhaps best forgotten.
That's right. You were
That's
part
on
that
top of all
war.
the other side quests
I'm
that are
sorry.
still open.
I wonder what Drizella's doing now.
Oh, I bet I know what
She's
Drizelle is doing now.
probably busy missing you.
I do hope the loss.
I
of
bet I know what
Rokai
Drizelle's
hasn't
doing
been
right
too
now.
hard on her.
That's one we definitely want to go take a look at. So we have Prin. Is one thing we can definitely do here. Where are we at? That's Orta Palace. We can go to Orta Palace. Let's do that first. Just very briefly, because that shouldn't take too long. So I just want to double check one other thing. And just make sure there's no events on the bridge. I don't think there are, but for some reason I always feel like there are events on the bridge. There's like a side quest on the bridge, but I don't think there is. I don't think so. Either of you have an exclamation point? You do not. Okay. Let's take a warp up to the top. 4th floor. And I think we go down this side, and I think it's in the first door through here. Let me take a look at that book one last time. Excuse me, one last time. Because I think we have all the context we need to understand it now. Here we go. Scroll of Fen. Thou shalt not touch the shell. Thou shalt not consume spirits. Thou shalt not think of homelands past. Thy former homeland be a home no more, but hath become the exile of those who failed to heed these prohibitions. So now that we know that everybody in Rize Maxia came from Olympios, that kind of puts the final little bit of sense into that, right? Homelands Past is the place of exile for the people who did not heed the rules. Especially those about killing spirits, right? Where? Oh, here we go. So it's very interesting. There's actually There's a lot of similarity to Tales of Arise, actually, now that I think about it. Then again, I mean, imagine Tales doing a story where there's 2 worlds. I don't think they've ever done that before. Alright, this is the... Yeah, that's not... We don't want to go that way. That's the research district. We don't care about that. We care about the medical school. Which is over here. We gotta go see Prin. And just double check if there's any other events around here. I don't believe there are. Question mark? But we'll double check anyway. Because the last thing we want to do is have side quests that are like, oh, you missed it. And then I will be brokenhearted. Incomplete. Alright, there's nothing here. Good. Good to know. Alright, so Prin was in the other building, which I knew that, but at least I think I knew that. Get these 2 buildings mixed up a lot. Alright. Let's head on in here. Is there anything over on this side of the world? I don't believe so. Okay. Let's check this out. Prin, I believe, is in that office room thing. Where she always is. Also, she's an Ojul spy, but, you know. That kind of shit doesn't really seem to matter much anymore, so I guess it's fine. You know, now that all of Rize Maxia has been united. Heavy air quotes.
Prin, I'm glad to see you're still here.
By all rights, I shouldn't be. Not after I betrayed Rashagal to its enemy. But with the world as it is now, we're getting scores of injured patients every day. At the very least, I wanted to fulfill my obligations as a nurse.
That is truly admirable. Fortunately, conflicts between the nations of Rize Maxia are the last thing on anyone's mind now.
Yeah, especially now that Gaius is running Rashagal too.
Yes, I talked to King Gaius myself recently. He told me that Miss Nadia was dead.
Well, that makes breaking the news a bit easier.
Yes. He was kind enough to tell me personally. I was shocked that he even knew I was Lady Nadia's lowly servant.
That is most impressive.
I'm sorry, Prin. I wish we could have done more to save her.
You don't need to say that. To be honest, it was painful seeing Miss Nadia filled with such contempt. I know this may sound horrible for me to say this, but part of me is glad to know she's finally freed from her hatred, even if it's through death. I've seen her truly smile when she held Bobo. Seeing that made her usual misery all the harder to bear.
Prin,
I'm sorry. It's never easy, is it?
Well, that's heavy. Okay. Well, I think we're done in Fenmont. Check out Hamil. See what's going on in Hamil. I mean, this is the main thing now. We're doing side quest cleanup. You have a bunch of towns. Also, by the way, there's like people here now, which is really cool. You actually have people. Now, does Hamil have like? Well, it doesn't matter because all the shops are the same, right? So I was gonna say, does Hamil have like the best weapons in the game because, like, we've worked to rebuild Hamil? You know, Lewin style. But no, because all the shops are the same, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so we've got side quest cleanup galore as we go through here. And then we'll have bonus boss, super boss, secret boss galore. Probably next time, depending. I mean, we still got some time. I don't know how much time this is gonna take to go through all these side quests and hidden things and stuff. But we'll definitely have a full stream next time of like boss fights. Monster boss fights. We will have the 6 Devil's Beasts. We'll get the rest of the mysterious jewels. We'll do Fort Gondala. So that's gonna be a lot of boss fights. And then that might be it. Then we go do the final little bit of the game. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how long all that's gonna take. So I think we have at least 2 more streams, maybe 3 streams. Really gonna depend. Alright, I think we're done with Hamil. Nia Kara. We've got an exclamation point. Hello.
Welcome home, Lord Maxwell.
Where is everyone?
They were
Yep,
besieged
Muse
by spirits.
did a big old massacre.
Muse attacked this village after you died.
She did what?
I'm so sorry. I couldn't do anything.
Nor could I. In that regard, I am no better. Tell me the extent of the damage.
Of course.
So she killed the elders. I feared that she might.
You did?
They were the ones who had heard stories of the schism.
Muse said her duty was to kill everyone who knew about it.
But the elders only passed down stories. They had no idea that they were
Well,
true.
I guess
There was no reason to kill them over it.
I guess even that was too
Muse has
dangerous.
lost sight of what she needs to do.
We have to stop her.
That is my duty.
Okay. What else we got? What's in the event list? Pursue guys to Muse. Jet black feathers. Stop the miasma. Yeah, we gotta do that. So we've got Devil's Beasts. Jude's Substitute. What is Jude's Substitute? Jude is at a loss for what to do and has to diagnose the emergency patient. Ah, okay. Shape of Our World. That's Burmia Gorge. Sisterhood. Mother and Child. Alvin's mother. Find a Pink Emerald. Memories of Laurent. Rumors of Olympias. This is, yeah. Poetry and dictionaries. Alright. Yeah, there's tidbits here and there. So there's little scenes. There's, like, scenes that, like, span multiple parts. I mean, I just lump everything under side quests. I don't know if you necessarily consider that a side quest, but stuff to seek out and find. Stuff that, like, counts as sub-events. Trying to wrap all that stuff up and not leave anything dangling. Still have to do the Zagat Flood Meadow. We'll definitely do that. Because one of the Devil Beasts is over there, and also there, I believe, is a mysterious jewel out there. Ivor's house is empty. Where did Ivor go? Where did Ivor go? I think we've seen the last of Ivor. I don't think he's coming back. Till the sequel, anyway. Alright. I think that's it for Nia Kara. Doesn't seem like there's anything else here. Mila's Shrine, I don't believe there's anything here either. Obviously, we've got that. Might be a little event inside. I doubt it. Yeah, no. Alright, cool. Charlton. There's definitely some stuff in Charlton. We know that for sure. That is for sure. At the very least, we're gonna go talk to Drizel.
I haven't fought in a very long time. I guess no one wants some old geezer channeling spirits for them.
What you got?
Remember that naturalist who was researching changes
I
in
do
spirit
remember that
colors?
naturalist.
Ah, yes. Perhaps he's completed his research.
Yeah, we should go visit him back at the Central Plaza.
Perhaps we should. Perhaps. Mayhap.
Nice climate, great food. This Sherrilton's a pretty sweet burg.
Indeed. I had intended to while away my golden years here, but so much for that plan.
Yeah, well, you still can after we beat the shit out of Gaius. Alright, so we've got a naturalist over here. He should be this guy. This guy. Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Hello there. I've got the results of the examination data.
So the art we used at Burmia Gorge came in handy, huh?
Oh, yes. Now, after reviewing all of the data, I have determined that there is a clear link between spirit art usage and nearby spirit climb changes. As the scale of spirit art usage grows, the changes in the climb become more pronounced.
So the recent topographical changes in Burmia Gorge are due to the increased spirit art usage in Sherrilton.
That's right. I saw the same kind of data with Fenmont's expanding
Interesting,
nightclub
so
as well.
human activity
On a
affects the
current
climate
usage scale, we should only
in the
see
surrounding
minor
environment.
alterations. But if we keep developing new spirit arts, we may be facing irreversible changes to our spirit climbs.
Like the whole world going dark?
That is a remote possibility, yes.
So even if we stay inside the schism, there's a chance that Riza Maxia could end up just like Olympias.
I guess even spirit arts have their drawbacks.
What's up, Jude? What do you got?
It all depends on how we use them. If all we seek from spirit arts or Spyrix is to maximize convenience, then of course we'll see repercussions.
I agree.
But at least this news comes at the right time.
Yeah, if we open the schism and reshape the world, surely human awareness will be reshaped as well.
The question, of course, is in what way?
But nothing will change at all if we don't act.
You're right. For better or worse, this is the path we've chosen.
Well, there you have it. Alright, so that was that. We have Drizel. See if there's anything in the inn. Probably not. Gonna guess not. No. Okay, so let's go see what Drizel's up to. I wonder what she's up to. I have a suspicion. I will get your pink emerald eventually, guys. Don't you worry. How do they even know about a pink emerald? It's not even from their world. What's up, Drizel?
Lady Drizel, how much longer until the roads are reopened? At this rate, we won't be able to stay in business much longer.
Please, everyone calm down. The guards have been shaken by all the instability. They've retreated to Fort Gondola and put it on lockdown. I've been trying to reach the military headquarters, but I haven't been able to establish contact yet.
We don't have time to wait. Our losses are already catastrophic. If we don't do something soon, Sherrilton will be doomed.
I'll do something. I promise.
If only Lord Klein...
Oh, fuck you.
Stop bullying Giselle! Ellie, Rowan, you're all here.
We couldn't help it over here. Perhaps we can be of some assistance.
No, this is something I need to handle myself. It's my duty as Klein's successor.
Your determination is laudable, but you are slightly mistaken.
Not you two! I know I'm not capable enough, but I still have to try.
We know you're doing your best, my lady. We do.
However, this isn't just about business anymore. With the roads shut down, there are people who are struggling merely to survive.
What you cooking, Rowan?
Then it seems our only option is to invade Fort Gondola.
But what about the golems that protect it? I thought they were invincible.
Yes. Within the right spirit climb, a golem's defense power is absolute. However...
In the wrong spirit climb, their defensive power would be diminished.
Correct. And we now know of a way to change a spirit climb ourselves.
So if we use a booster like they did at Fezabel Marsh,
we stand a real chance at victory.
Hell yeah.
So
Let's
if we
forcibly change the seasons.
why not use the same
fight
one
some
we used at
golems.
Fezabel Marsh?
I'm afraid it was swept away by the marsh flow.
What about Tipo?
Tipo is a special type. I'm afraid we couldn't use him for this.
we'll need to find a different booster.
I'm so sorry to have failed you. Wait, Mila, remember when they captured Tipo at Fort Gandala?
That's right. Noctico was conducting booster experiments right there at the fort. There should be plenty of boosters within its confinements.
And if we can get our hands on one, we can take out the golems.
So the key that we need to break into the fort is hidden within the fort itself. Oh dear.
Swell.
We certainly have our work cut out for us.
We'll be going there anyway.
We're gonna
This way
use
we
the
kill
fort to
two
destroy
birds
the fort.
with one stone.
But I can't expose you all to danger, just for the sake of my city.
You're mistaken again. Your determination should be used precisely for that purpose.
Lady Drissel, each of us has our own role to play. For a governor, it's showing your people the right path, and taking responsibility for those who walk it.
You're right.
Now, Lady Drissel of House Cheryl, we await your order.
Very well. As the new governor, I hereby ask you to retake Fort Gandala. For the good of Sherrilton.
For Sherrilton.
Yes, lady.
Leave it to us.
Rah rah. Alright, so that's on the list now. Fort Gandala. As a bonus dungeon. So that's something to do. Let's check out Drizel again. Let's see if she's... oh, no. Okay. I thought... Maybe it's after Fort Gandala. Maybe we gotta do that first. There's something else with Drizel. Must be after Fort Gandala. Oh, here we go. This is it. Hello, Rowan. My lady, I couldn't help but notice that you appear to be a bit flushed. Surely, I hope you haven't caught a fever. I have caught a fever born from great passion. I was so moved by the poetry you wrote in Mad Screams of Love. What? You don't mean you were the one who bought that book? Yes, I must have read it aloud dozens of times. The passion you exude in your screaming about love and pain is just incredible. I was quite young back then, and, well... We need to republish this and make it available for all the world to read. No, please, anything but that. Are you sure? I am quite adamant. Then, would you at least do me the honor of signing my copy? Only if you promise to never read it aloud again. Very well, it'll be our little secret. There we go. So Drizel bought Mad Screams of Love. Well, there we have it. Alright, let's do a quick save. So I think that's it for Sherrilton. Think that remains all for Sherrilton. What else we got? Larond. I know there's definitely at least one thing here in Larond. So we know there's something in Leia's house. We've got, is it this food? It is the food. Just double check, make sure there's nothing in the rooms or anything. Probably not. Anything? Nope. Man, that looks like my college dorm room. 2 beds, 2 desks, 2 dressers. 5 square feet. Alright. Food.
That roast chicken looks amazing. Just looking at it is making me salivate.
Sorry, Mila, but you can't have any. I'm sure it's for someone's birthday.
How can you tell?
Here on the island, it's a tradition to celebrate one's birthday with our special chicken Larond.
Chicken Larond.
Chicken stuffed with pilaf, which mixes with the chicken's juices, and It's just
Dude,
delicious.
shut up, Jude. I'm hungry
Ugh.
now.
I'm drowning in my own saliva just thinking about it.
It must be a very special dish to the people of Lorand.
Then you must have eaten this on your birthdays as well.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Not recently?
Well, lately I've been living in Fenmont. And before that, Leia would try to deliver it to me. But she tripped and dropped it for 3 years straight.
Ugh.
3 years straight?
3 years straight.
What a waste.
It wasn't on purpose. It's just the more I tried to be careful not to trip, the more I ended up tripping.
That does sound like something Leia would do.
I'm really sorry. I only tried to deliver it because I wanted to see you happy.
I know. Every year you were always the person who got the most excited about my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For my birthday this year, I hope
wonder
we can all
why.
enjoy Chicken Laron together.
I'll ask my dad to make it extra good.
I greatly look forward to the occasion.
As do I. It can't come soon enough.
Well, there we go. Is there anything else in here? I don't think so. I think we've seen all of the things at the inn. Alright. What do we got over here?
Please, calm down. We need to deal with this rationally.
Mom, what's going on?
Jude, there's been a cave-in at
Oh,
the mine.
shit.
What? But I thought the mine was closed.
Not anymore. We thought we'd found a new vein, and we were just beginning to explore it.
Well, we better do something about that.
Was there anyone trapped inside?
Well, one of our miners is trapped, and...
And your father.
Dr. Mathis?
Ooh.
Jude, what should we do?
Well, I guess we gotta go save his ass.
We're rounding up people to head to the mine right now.
Even though he's kind of a dick.
If you rush in there without knowing what caused the first cave-in, you could get caught in one too.
We know it's dangerous, but we owe Dr. Mathis our lives.
Which is why he wouldn't want you to waste them on a suicide mission. First, we'll go check out what happened. Don't worry, I've been through that entire mine.
Jude is right. Let us handle this.
Okay, be careful in there.
Alright, to the Felgana mine.
Quickly, to the Felgana mine.
I just said that.
Please let Dad be okay.
Okay. Felgana mine. Dungeons. Let's fucking go. Alright, so where are we actually going? There's nothing on my map. They didn't start doing that until after Xillia. Start putting like exclamation points on the actual map. So we'll just have to keep going and see if we can find something. Where are they at? I think they're like all the way at the end. I think it's a pretty safe bet. They're probably all the way at the end. Probably. Ah, fuck. Alright. Let's make it quick. You guys are nobodies. Yeah. Yeah. Doing Mystic Art all over them. It'd be kind of a waste, right? Yeah.
I do not have time to waste.
Okay. And around, and straight down, and through the door. Okay. Where are you guys at? Fairly certain it's all the way at the end. Or at least just before the end. Fuck. Okay. Yeah. There we go.
My blade won't falter.
My staff will try
Alright. You guys over here? Is this where you guys are? I feel like you're over here. I see people. That looks like people. Hello, people. I found people.
Dad! Jude, is that you?
Sure is. You gonna yell at me for coming?
It's nothing. I just got some rock dust in them during the cave-in. Never mind me. He needs help.
He's unconscious. It looks like he hit his head on a rock.
Well, that's not good.
Don't move him. There's internal bleeding in his brain.
Fortunately, the cave-in wasn't too big. Gnome says it won't collapse further.
Got it. Leia, head back to the clinic and get ready to receive the patient.
What about you?
I'm going to treat him using healer. It's dangerous to move him like this.
You're going to try and stop cranial bleeding with healer? If you make a mistake, you'll kill him instantly.
I know, but I have to do it.
If only I could see properly.
It's okay. This is my decision to make.
Jude.
We'll leave him in Jude's hands. Leia, get to town as soon as you can.
On my way.
All right, here we go.
The miner's condition has stabilized.
Wahoo!
And it looks like I can see again.
I was really on pins and needles there.
The miner said to thank you for saving him. You did well, Jude.
Oh no, I didn't do anything special.
You all have things you need to do. You shouldn't be wasting any more time here.
Jeez, Doc. Don't get all sentimental or anything.
I'm afraid we'll be taking Jude with us again.
You don't need to ask my permission. He can make his own decisions.
Wow, what a petty douche.
Jude, your judgment was absolutely correct.
Dad. Take care.
Actually, fuck Dr. Mathis. Good lord.
He's changed, hasn't he?
He just learned to do what he should have already been doing.
You said the same thing when he first learned how to walk and talk. And you look just as proud then as you do now.
Of course.
That's what pride looks like?
Who wouldn't be proud to see their child grow?
You could, like, tell him that. You could maybe tell him. Or not. I mean, you know. He's the one who's gonna put you in a home when you're old.
No, I think I left something at the clinic.
What did you lose?
And then when you ask why.
Kind of like a notebook. I gotta go pick it up.
Fine, let's go take a look when we get the chance.
Alright, what did we drop in the clinic? What else is here in the clinic? Oh, more of this douche.
How is she, Doc? My sister will be able to walk again someday, right? Right?
Calm down, Soren. To cut to the point, yes. If Marta has surgery, she'll be able to walk again.
Really?
All right.
The problem is the post-surgical recovery. She will require extensive physical therapy.
Will it hurt?
Enough to make even a grown-up cry.
Good bedside manner.
That's not what I heard. They said you could use some sort of machine to make her walk again.
I don't know where you heard that. No such machine exists.
Don't worry. I know you can get through it. I was hurt badly when I was a kid, too. But thanks to Dr. Mathis's physical therapy, I'm as good as new. Really? Yep. And don't I look great now? If I do say so myself.
If anything, she's got too much energy.
Leia told me how hard her physical therapy was.
Yeah, that's why she's so happy to help someone else through it.
Do you know how Leia got hurt?
Not really.
She told me it was a Spyrex explosion.
The physical therapy really was extraordinarily hard. But Leia never gave up.
You know, she told me it was you that...
Hmm.
Never mind. That was just... girl talk.
Dr. Mathis may seem like kind of a jerk, but he's a great doctor. Believe in him and work hard.
Jude, if you're back in town, why not rest here a bit? Your mother will be thrilled.
I see. So that's what those kids from this afternoon came here for. So, what are you going to do?
Nothing. I disposed of them in the old Vikal mine. I won't ever let that tragedy happen again.
It's not your fault, Doc. After all, you saved her life.
At the old Vikal mine, huh?
Uh-oh.
You need help with anything?
What are you gonna do, kid?
It's nothing.
I bet somebody's missing.
Is something wrong?
We haven't seen Soren all day.
He's not one to leave his sister's side. Maybe we should look for
I
him.
bet I know where he went.
Wait a minute.
Do you know where he is?
Last night he said something about the old Vikal mine.
What? That place is infested with monsters.
Sure is.
Are you sure that's where he went?
No, I'm not. But we can't ignore the possibility that he did.
Alright, I guess we're going to the old Vikal mine. Looking for a lost kid. Now, there are... Oh, hi. Okay, you're scary. There is a boss fight in here.
I'm so hungry, I can't go on. Jude, make me something.
Yeah, we're already here.
We gotta get to the old Vikal mine.
We're literally in the old Vikal mine. I'm not sure exactly where he is. I have to explore a bit. That is the boss enemy over there. I could probably handle him now. But we'll save that for later. Do all of them kind of together. Where is this kid? Is he around here? I don't know if he's around here. I think he might be in the next area. He's definitely not down here, but I don't think I've been down here yet, so... Let's check and see what we got. We got Specific Plus. Hell yeah, I'll take it. I will take that. And nothing over here. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Where's this kid? Hi. Hello. Hello, hi. Alright. So, big spooky monster. Over there. Let's not forget that that's where that thing is. That's one of the devil's beasts.
Hello there.
So yeah, the 6 devil's beasts are, if I remember correctly, here, the old Vikal mine. There's the Xillia Woods, Zaga Flood Meadow, Helioborg, Italian Abyss, and Burmia Gorge. So I'll have to do those. Then there's the other 2 boss fights in Olympias. There you are. Then we got Fort Gondalo, of course.
These must be the machines Dr. Mathis was hiding. Marna will be walking in no time with this.
Wait, those are Spyrex.
Soren, get away from those!
Huh? But I need these.
I said get away! It's dangerous!
Wow. Impeccable timing.
No way. I'm impressed you could anticipate that.
I just remembered my old accident. That was how I got hurt when I was a kid. I was playing with the Spyrex in the docks room when it blew up, like that one did just now.
That was how you got injured? Why did Dad have something so dangerous? Oh no. No way.
It's not my place to tell you. You'll have to ask Derek yourself.
Yeah. I mean, we heard a little bit about it.
You're the one who hid those Spyrexes in the old
Back
Vakal
in
mine,
Triglav.
aren't you? Why did you have them in the first place?
Because I'm not from here. I came to Riza Maxia from Olympias 20 years ago.
Derek was a passenger on the Zenithra, just like I was.
After wandering throughout this world, I decided to settle down here after I met your mother.
Then that would make me
half Riza Maxian and half Olympian.
Wow.
You must be pretty shocked, huh?
Actually, not really.
Huh. Didn't see that reaction coming.
Is a medical asperixis just a Spyrex then?
They're similar, yet very different. Asperixis are modified to channel the mana produced by one's mana lobe. They don't kill spirits, but as you know, there's a separate price to pay.
Having to endure the physical pain.
I only learned that Spyrexes kill spirits after I came to Riza Maxia. Once I knew the truth, I could no longer use Spyrexes in good conscience.
But Dad, we found another option. If you create a Spyrite, you don't have to worry about Spyrexes killing spirits anymore.
A Spyrite?
And so we told him.
I see. If Spyrites become commonplace, the downside of Spyrexes goes away. But for that to happen, Riza Maxia and Olympias will need to find common ground and work together. That will take a great deal of time and effort. Neither the pain of physical therapy nor the effort required for mutual understanding are easy to endure. There is always a cost required of any major undertaking. That much is true, no matter which world you're from.
Yeah.
I want to try physical therapy. I don't want Soren running off and getting himself hurt because of me.
That's great! Soren, make sure to support her, okay?
I know. Don't worry. I've got this.
Leia, I'm so sorry. If I had only stored the Spyrex properly, you would never have been hurt.
It's fine, really. If I hadn't gotten hurt, I would have never gotten to know Jude.
Certainly not well enough to fill 100 pages of notes about him.
Mila!
What are you talking about?
Nothing!
Never mind. That was just girl talk.
So we can't trust Mila with secrets ever. That is the takeaway. Alright, so I think we might be done in Larand now. Like, I feel like I just gotta double check the inn one more time because so many things have happened. Just make sure there's no other events here. I think we're good. Okay. So I think Larand is done. Jean-Du. Next. How are we looking on the event list now? We've knocked quite a few of these out. Alright, so we'll check the... hello.
Guess I better do something with Mom's house.
Yep.
And while I'm at it, I should see Isla, too.
Oh. Yeah. That feels like that's gonna be... fucked up. Alright, nothing in here. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. We also have the arena, which I suppose we could do. Save that for later too. I think we did the thing that was up here. I don't think there's anything more up here. Yeah, there's nothing else up here. Okay. Took care of that already. We'll come back to the arena. Can definitely try that. See what's going on this way. Probably good with stuff over here. I doubt there's anything. Let's go up into the house. Here goes.
This is where your mother lived, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're back?
Hello, Isla.
Hey, Isla. I got your letter. So... Mom's dead.
Whew.
You already buried her?
That's right. I'm so sorry. When I got here, she had already departed.
Mom. Why did you do this?
I'm sorry.
I'm okay. There's actually a part of me that's kind of relieved now. Gonna scold me for that?
A human life is a heavy thing. If you were carrying your mother's burden for her, it's only natural that you'd feel that way.
Never thought you'd be the one to console me. Alright, enough of this. Isla, how did she really die?
What? If you mean the cause of death, it was a sudden paroxysm of...
You don't think it was the poison?
Oh.
Because my mother knew that you were mixing it into her food.
Yikes.
What?
Remember how she'd have those lucid moments? She told me about the poison in a letter.
She lied. If she knew about it, why did she eat?
Sounds like she didn't lie then.
Don't strain yourself. You never were a good liar.
Well, that's fucked.
It's you and that group of yours' fault for trapping me here.
Wait, stop.
Oh, geez. Well...
Isla went to the royal hunting grounds.
Damn it. After her.
Alright, I think we have to go all the way to Labari Hollow. I don't really feel like running all the way there, but I feel like we might have to go into the royal hunting grounds first. Not 100% sure. Don't totally remember every single thing. Nope, guess not. Alright, let's go to Labari Hollow. So I'm pretty sure this is where she is. Yeah, there she is. There she is. She's over here. Oh, hi. Hello. Who are you? Who even are you? You're just Exodus people? Why are you still here? Exodus is gone. We took out Gilland. It's over. You guys just holdouts? There we go.
Pick the wrong fight.
Hello there, Isla. Found you. What's up? Oh, I don't like this.
Why did you poison Alvin's mother?
Because she was holding her back. So long as Mom was alive, Isla could never get her happy ending.
Exactly. I don't want anything more to do with Exodus. All I want to do is live a normal, happy life. I worked so hard just to be able to do that.
Did my mother suffer? Good. That's the one thing I was worried about.
You're going to let her go?
She killed your mother!
Mom knew she wasn't long for this world. She told me so in her last letter. She asked me to set Isla free after she died.
She knew? And she still...
Yep. Even though it meant she'd never return to the home she loved so much.
I don't believe you. You're just going to blackmail me again. I have to destroy all the evidence. I have to erase my former self. Or else I'll never be truly happy.
Wait! Isla, stop!
Isla!
Jesus.
How is she doing?
Thanks to your first aid, her injuries have healed up nicely. But...
Mommy, why are you leaving me? Please don't sell me. I promise I won't complain about being hungry. Please. Mommy.
That's fucked.
Don't worry, Isla. I'm here. I'll always be here for you, whether you get better or not.
Isla is lucky to have you.
But it's so sad.
Are you sure it's okay for us to stay here?
I don't mind. She'll be safe here. They don't know about this place, but I'm taking the gun belt with me. It's been in my family for a long time. I promised my mom I'd take it home with me.
Then I hope you find your way back home.
It's the least I can do for her. She was a great mom.
Well, that was sure a way to end that side quest.
What is it?
Do you think we could go back to the booster research lab?
You mean go
We
back to
could.
Lubari Hollow?
We were just there, but we could go back.
Oh, of course. If that's where you grew up, you might remember something about your past. I'm sorry. I know we don't have much time.
There's no timer on the screen,
trouble at all.
Elise.
Besides, maybe you'll remember something that inspires you to new heights.
That's certainly a possibility. Let's try to get back to Lubari Hollow.
Alright, well. Let's finish exploring Zhandu. I think we have finished exploring Zhandu. So, we've got Lubari Hollow. Let me see, is that on my event list? Is there a go to a Lubari Hollow on here? No. So I need to not forget to do that. Let's just go to Lubari Hollow. Let's just do that. Because I feel like I will forget. And I don't want to forget.
This is the site of the laboratory where you grew up, isn't it? Maybe you can remember something about your family.
I can't. I have lots of memories of Tipo, but nothing else.
Looks like this was a big fat waste of time.
Well, I certainly wouldn't say that. I love the way the wind feels here when it's blowing through my beard.
Wait, didn't Rowan's beard remind you of your father?
Hey, maybe that means your dad had a beard too. Do you remember what it was like?
He gave Elise a piggyback ride here.
That's right. I remember his beard swinging in the wind. He was really big. And he had a hat with lots of feathers and a big fluffy coat.
That sounds like...
Are you sure that's not Zhao?
You're right. The man with the beard wasn't my father. It was Zhao. He put me up on his shoulders and told me the truth. That my mother and father had gone off somewhere very far away. He apologized over and over as he told me, but I didn't understand why. I just remember watching as his tears fell into his beard. Hey, it's okay. You can stop.
I don't remember anything about my mother or father at all. I'm sorry. I thought you'd be happy if you could remember more of your past. I should have realized some memories should just stay forgotten. I'm so sorry, Elise.
Ah, there you are.
What's up, Jurgen? How you doing?
Some friends of mine said they saw you down here. I've been looking for you.
What is it?
I have a message from Isla. She remembered where Elise is from.
Huh?
There's a place just through a cave in the Mon Highlands. Isla says the house where you were born is there.
So Isla is all better?
No. It's just something she said during her delirium. She says the same things over and over.
Then you've learned of her past.
I know she can never make amends for what she did. But do you think you can forgive her? All she can do at this point is apologize. Your forgiveness would mean a lot.
Elise, please tell Isla that I said thank you.
I certainly will.
Okay, let's go. I want to see the place where I was born.
Alright, hopefully that'll be on the event list. I think it will be. Event list updated. That's a good sign. Alright, so underway is there. Look for Elise's house. Okay, perfect. So that way I won't forget. I think this feels like a good spot to go ahead. I really wanted to get all of these knocked out, but there's a lot. There's a lot of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and save, and I think this is a good spot to go ahead and wrap things up for tonight. So thank you guys so much for watching, whether you're watching live here on Twitch or after the fact on the Twitch VODs, or after the fact when they get ported over to YouTube on the YouTube VODs, however you're watching. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. We are really close to the end of the game, but we have a lot of side stuff to do. So looking here at the event list, we've got the Devil's Beasts, we've got the Tatalian Abyss, we've got Sisterhood. I don't totally remember exactly where that finishes, but we've got this, searching for Elise's house. We've got to find a pink emerald. That's in the Tatalian Abyss. We've got to do Fort Gondala. And then we've got a few other things here. Monsters in the Cave. We got to finish our world tour and doing side quests here in Rize Maxia. We have to do some stuff in Triglyph as well. So there's a lot of side quests to go through. There's a lot of bonus boss fights to do. So we're going to be doing a lot of that in the next stream. I don't know if we're going to finish all of it in the next stream, because I also want to do the Colosseum. Fort Gondala is a dungeon. The Tatalian Abyss is a dungeon. So we're going to be doing a lot of stuff. I think, realistically, we've got next stream. We probably have another full stream after that, and we might finish the game in that stream. We might not. So I think we're going to definitely 16, possibly even 17 streams total. That's my guess. But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff to do in the next stream. So that is going to be on Thursday. So today is the 6th. Thursday is the 9th. So February 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time until about 9:30-ish. And we're just going to take this list of side quests and we are going to try to get it done. That's going to be the stream. Side quests, bonus bosses, etc., etc. We're at the end of the story. All right. So then the last thing to do is to go through the Temporal Crossroads and get to the end of the Temporal Crossroads. And at the end of that, we will find the final boss fight. So that's the end of the game. We have a shitload of stuff to do before we're ready to do that. So we're going to just knock out this list as much as we can in the 2.5-ish hours that we've got, and then we will just keep on keeping on. So I hope you're excited for that. I know I am. I will see you then. Good night.